end of yet another year, a year filled with possibilities and missed opportunities, filled with joy and sorrow, laughter and tears, filled with love found and love lost, filled with life and death. So for you, was this year good enough? Did you have enough good this year? Welcome to this year's last episode on the Celebrating Life podcast with Sony Thomas. Let me invite you to explore a small thought, enough good, and how it can create a big impact for you in celebrating your life in the days to come. As long as there are those that remember what was, there will always be those that are unable to accept what can be. Thanos said this in Avenger Endgame. You see, we can always what if life. What if I studied a little better? What if I saved a little bit more? What if I didn't leave that job? What if I held a little longer in that relationship? What if I expressed how I felt? The what ifs are endless in life. Have you played the what if game? At times, my wife and I play the what if game. We look at the various crossroads in our lives, playing out all the different possible outcomes, and trying to see if we would still end up where we are today. It is a fun game, and that is all it is, a game, period. If it is anything more than a game, then it opens a Pandora's box of pain and sadness. Being stuck in a world of what if, unable to see the world for its what could be, is a recipe for dissatisfaction and unhappiness. As the year comes to an end, take some time to reflect on the days that passed you by. Ask yourself, is there a burden of decision that is weighing on you, haunting your mind with the what if, emotionally and cognitively paralyzing you, and blinding you to see what could be? Once upon a time, there lived a farmer. He didn't have a lot of money to buy mechanical farming gear. Instead, he used an old horse to plow his field. One afternoon, while working in the field, the horse dropped dead. Everyone in the village said, "Oh, what a terrible thing to happen." The farmer simply said, "We will see." He was so at peace and so calm that everyone in the village got together, admiring his attitude, gave him a new horse as a gift. Everyone's reaction now was, "What a lucky man." And the farmer simply said, "We will see." A couple of days later, the new horse jumped a fence and ran away. Everyone in the village shook their head and said, "What a poor fellow." The farmer smiled and simply said, "We will see." Eventually, the horse found his way back home, and everyone again said, "What a fortunate man." The farmer simply said, "We will see." Later in the year, the farmer's young boy went out riding on the horse and fell and broke his leg. Everyone in the village said, "What a shame for that poor boy." The farmer simply said, "We will see." 2 days later, the army came into the village to draft new recruits. When they saw the farmer's son who had a broken leg, they decided not to recruit him. And everyone said, "What a fortunate young man." The farmer smiled again and simply said, "We will see." Life is a journey, my friend. And when we see life from this point of view, the events in life are just that, events in life. It is a passing by state, both the good and the bad, the happy and the sad, the success and the failure. With this approach, when you review your year, I can guarantee you can end the year on a high note, because you and I know the journey is not over yet. How do you respond when someone asks, "How was the year?" Good or good enough or some variant of it are common answers. which in most cases means that things could have been much better, but I'm settling for it because this was all that I could do. And we are naturally wired to forget the details. It is possible that many good elements in our life are mysteriously hidden from us because we cannot recollect the details. Meaning, when we are able to recollect the enough good in the year that is about to end, we will have a newfound appreciation for the year. Let me share with you the enough good exercise you can do as an year-end reflection activity. It is simple. All you got to do, for each area of your life, identify the main event. Then look back at everything that led up to the event and also look forward to every little thing that happened as a result of the event. As you do this, you will notice there were both good and bad. Then look a little closer at the interconnectedness of the many details. Then you will see how it all came together to give you a great year. My friend, nothing is absolute. Everything is situational and in constant flex, flowing like a river. So let me recap the 3 mindsets to end your year on a high note. Firstly, focus more on what could be and you will move into an action mindset. Secondly, practice saying, "We will see," with a smile. Then you start measuring life by its journey and not only the events. And lastly, by recollecting the enough good, you begin to see the miles that were hidden in the milestones of life. Let me express a heartfelt gratitude to all of you who have journeyed with me this year. On my enough good list, each of you are there because you made this year beautiful for me. I'm truly happy to have got this opportunity to journey with you. And if I have brought a big impact in your life, I encourage you to share the Celebrating Life podcast with the people you love so you can help them end this year on a high note. I trust you will surely find a lot of enough good to make this year one of your best years. And I wish you and your family a wonderful year ahead filled with possibilities and growth.